Welcome to Rocket Rambler. So, I have a lot of apologies to preface this. First, apologies for my voice. My throat is kind of scratchy. Apologies for this video in general. It's not going to be great. I tried a million times to get this to work the right way and be even better than all the other videos, but life and technology conspired together to destroy all my hopes and dreams. Here is his house, Rocket Rambler. I built it months ago when I was still in that mid-century kick right off of Red Oak Rambler right next door. So instead of taking hours and hours and hours to redo all the editing, I thought I'd just give you guys a little show and tell house tour thing. Rocket Rambler has a couple of rockets to play on in the front yard, including the sci-fi treehouse. It also has a much more mid-century front door. I went CC shopping and found something a lot more suited than the door in the other house. So I'm pretty happy with this. Kind of hard to tell because it's a small space, but we have another one of those very paneled mud rooms as soon as you walk in the front door. Here is the closet where they'd put their boots and their coats. Here is the door into the house. So we will step right through the actual door. Ready? Pew! And here is the living room. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see more. There's the fireplace. There's a bunch of storage. There's a piano. Ooh, lag. There's the living room. So it's a very bright and happy space. Definitely lots of vintage stuff. Definitely lots of older looking things. Maybe things that aren't so stylish anymore, but they're here. And let me explain another reason why this is Rocket Rambler. So, this model rocket, I'm pretending is like some kind of recognition award thing for service for an astronaut, because an astronaut lives in this house. One of the parents that lives here is an astronaut. How many times do I have to say that? I want to preface this by saying I did not research any astronaut career things, but here were the guidelines in my head. I imagine that an astronaut would be away working a lot of the time. Yes, definitely off planet sometimes would take out, maybe a year or two longer depending on where they're going. I don't know how far into the future we are. But also just time training for the missions, checking in on NASA stuff. I don't know. A lot of work away from home. So while the astronaut is away, the other parent stays home with the kids and gets a little bit of extra money to help them out in between, because I don't know if astronauts get paid by mission or if it's like a steady wage, I'm not sure, but gets extra money in between by doing piano lessons. So we have the piano here by the front door so that the students can just come in and have their lessons. So maybe the drawers here have all of the sheet music, and then the sliding doors would have more toys, and since they have had more kids over the years, the toys have kind of spilled out through the house. We have the more serious books on the top of that bookshelf, the kid books at the bottom where the kids can reach them more easily, and the TV tucked in the corner. One of the toys got misplaced over here in this corner. And then here's the dining room, which is very authentically mid-century the whole way through. And unlike in Red Oak Rambler, this one is actually used as the dining room. So they've got this nice extendable table here, because I imagine when an astronaut comes back from a mission or something, they would have a party to celebrate, safe return. We're so glad to have you again. We missed you so much. So they would invite like a bunch of people over to have party, dinner. I don't know. Obviously, this is all being made up in my head. But it's a very Asian themed room, because that was a major thing in the 50s and 60s. If you've watched Mad Men, then you would know. I mean, their boss was way in on that craze. And some of the kind of weird Asian things, too. If you've seen the show, I think you know what I'm referencing. And there's a high chair here in the corner for the youngest child. And then in here, Okay, sorry for all that lag. Hopefully I will be able to edit that out gracefully. In here we have the kitchen. So this kitchen actually takes advantage of the full kitchen space since this family uses their dining room to be a dining room. And there's a lot more need for storage because there's a family of 5 living here, instead of a family of 2 like in the other house. So a bunch more storage, unfortunately some glitching. Well, and then over here we have the sink area. You could put a dishwasher there. I decided to keep this more of a humble home, so there's no dishwasher. There's some dishes drying next to those paper towels. And then there's some groceries that were just unpacked out of their grocery bag hanging on the wall, and they're sitting there waiting to be put away. Maybe that's one's chores that they haven't finished yet. And this door, oh, this door is the door to the basement. That's right. This house has a basement, like I tried to do in the other house. This time, I tracked down a tutorial by Polar Bear Sims, and thankfully, she led the way, and it got figured out. Now I know how to do it, so I got a basement in a house with a foundation. So, a sneak peek. Here are the stairs down. Here's the door to outside, and there's some more stairs down to the basement. We'll visit that later. First, we're going to fly through the kitchen again, into the living room, into the hallway. There's a lot more doors in this hallway than there are in Red Oak Rambler. We start first with just a linen closet here, where your towels and extra sheets are kept. And then, in here, is the master bedroom. Very bright and cheery, with coral and teal together. So here's their bed with a blend of the 2 colors. Kind of a more traditional side of the bed and a more modern side of the bed, juxtaposing each other. Is that a word? I don't know. A vanity table and a weird black gray charcoal column thing. Unfortunately, this had to be here because of constrained floor elevations. But it's okay. It is what it is. So we'll just pretend there's like the water boiler or whatever hiding in there or something. We have a chest of drawers over there with some terrariums. And I know that's probably not a great place to keep plants. They would probably die. It used to be sitting in the corner where the charcoal column of death is, but obviously it had to move. And there's our closet right next to it. So there's the master bedroom. And then in here is the bathroom. So we've got the shower tub combo. Since we have more kids in this house, we've got kid-themed shower curtain, kid-themed towels. Got a step stool for them to reach the sink. Here is aforementioned sink. Plenty of storage. I have a second little mirror hanging there for the kids to see their teeth when they're brushing their teeth, because this mirror is kind of high up, but it also has a bunch of storage, so I want to make sure to use that. Whoa. There we go. That was weird. So, that's the bathroom. Through this door, we have the middle child's room. The middle child is an animal lover, so there's like horses, pandas, that weird octopus cat thing, butterflies. And it was supposed to be juvenile wall color, like somewhere between yellow and pastel yellow. It turned out kind of weird, especially in this lighting. Not sure why. But, it's done now, so. Alright, to their desk, toy box, prize toys on the shelf there. Plenty of lag, of course. Storage for clothes. There's their little closet there. And here is the cute little nook for their bed. I love this little nook. More animals, and plenty of blue. Alright, now back out into the hallway, or we'll get a sneak peek. Whoops. Here is the baby/toddler's room. It's a very sweet room. Almost saccharine? I don't know how to say that word. I've only ever read it. Sorry. So plenty of purples, lilacs, lavenders, all that stuff. There's the changing table that would have their clothes in it too. Plenty of art. There's the crib. And I was thinking maybe the sim, or baby, is a nature lover or loves the outdoors one, because we have some nature pictures. We have the sun and some clouds here. And then, let me show you. We have the sun and some clouds and rain here, and then like a rain splatter looking painting with purple to match the room. Bookshelf, of course, to read bedtime stories, and some art here. So maybe there's like maybe some artsy jeans in this baby too. I don't know. And there's their closet back there. But, you know, babies don't have all that much stuff, so I figure it's okay to just have the drawers in the diaper changing station. And yeah, you can see right into the kitchen of the Red Oak Rambler. Okay, so that was all of the rooms upstairs. Okay, so going back through the door. And then I gotta change it up a little bit. Give me 1 second. All right, now we are entering the basement. Sneak preview. All right, it has a rafter thing here to help hold up the ceiling, which of course there's no actual ceiling because we're in some kind of eternal abyss of darkness. And that's how basements are done in The Sims. So we'll head down the stairs. Straight ahead you see some trophies, some neon lights. For coolness factor, you know, because I know so much about being cool. Anyway, here's the little laundry room area. There's no actual door to it because it was just kind of, these wall things were tacked on afterwards. But we got some storage back there by the hamper. You just got to move the hamper out of the way. The dryer and the washer and the sink. And all the storage for the laundry things. Some folded laundry ready to go. Someone has to finish their chores. Let's see, and then over here we've got the dumping ground for all the house storagey stuff, you know, stuff that you dump in a garage if you had a garage, but they don't have a garage, or I guess in a basement. But this basement has actually been taken over by, can you guess? A teenager. So, tucked under the stairs is a nice little private bed. And they've got a beanbag chair here so that they can sit down to play video games, watch TV, maybe practice the guitar, some hipster music stuff, a computer on a rickety looking desk that might just fall apart at any second, plenty of posters of all sorts, because that's a thing teenagers do, right? And then, since there's no, like, real closet in here, it's just, like, the dumping ground storage for the whole house, they've got this wardrobe system that looks like it's straight out of IKEA with a little, like, locker thing to supplement it. Because when you're a teenager, by then you've, like, accumulated plenty of clothes, right? At least that was my case. And then a vent for air in the basement because you want to be able to, like, breathe and stuff. I think that's about it for down here. Yeah. Let me just show you the floor plan. So you can get a clear idea. Here is the floor plan for the basement. Here is the floor plan for the master bedroom. Here's the floor plan for the bathroom and the middle child's room and the baby's room and the mud room plus the piano, half of the living room. There's the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen. So, I think that's just about everything. So, I guess the biggest thing to say is thanks for sticking around for this lackluster quality video. I'm hoping the next one will be so much better because of my new software and stuff. It should have better quality when publishing it, so look forward to that at least. I can't guarantee my quality though. Sorry again for my voice. And just accept my millions of apologies. I hope I can do better in the future, and I really thank you for your patience with me. I think that's just about it. So I hope you enjoyed Rocket Rambler. I promise you, my next thing is much more modern. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next video.